Right, we're going to be playing the QSMP Catch-Up game with me, your host, Misty Breeze. Now, some quick little notes about this little game that we're about to play. First of all, this is for catching up from part 3 of the review. However, please do note, not all of this is going to be correct, most likely, as I might be missing something. I might be wrong about something. This is all coming from my memory and the wiki, and Twitter. Now that I'm saying I got some of this from Twitter, I'm kind of regretting it, but we don't know. We just gotta... We just gotta take it as we're gonna get it. Now, this is not fully detailed slides, and this will be me rambling a lot. Because, yeah, I'm going to be rambling over QSMP as it's been my hyperfixation for maybe the past month or so. And, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. And, yeah, this is mainly for my friend Alisa. So, hi, Alisa. Otherwise, you guys get to listen to me ramble for a while. Selvin and Felt's rescue. Selvin woke up in a room beside the one to Felt's, and both being confused of what the fuck happened. So the little key points are Selvin and Felt's had to solve a puzzle, tell others where they were, as Selvin had to solve a bunch of codes to find a way to open the door for Felt's. Not only that, but to get into a different room that they could then share their coordinates or get the coordinates and share it to those in the chat to call them to come rescue them. It took a while because Cellbits and Phelps both needed help from the admins. There was multiple times they had to ask the admins for help. They got back, so the others found them in the nether dungeon. They had to save the eggs before they could save Cellbits and Phelps. From what I saw, and I can be wrong about this, it was either Ramon or it was Leonarda who were rescued out of a chamber or a jail cell almost. They were rescued out of a jail cell because they had been locked in there and were immediately sent home. They got them back, but none of them remembered anything from their time in the Federation or how long they had gone. Phelps was gone for a month, and Cellbit was gone for 4 days, and none of them remembered anything. Later, though, we do find out that Cellbit found a book that he had written about what was going on during that time, and he slowly remembered a lot of what the hell happened. And he generally might have had a breakdown a little bit over it, because, of course, that is a traumatic event that happened to him, and poor guy needs a break. We can agree to disagree, but I think the man needs a break at this point. He's been through too much. So right afterwards, they go and throw a party. Richarlison tricked both of them into proposing and being the cupid he is. He got them to ask about marrying each other, and Rhaegar comically replied, "I don't have a ring on my finger," in which Richarlison threw a diamond, and he said, "That's a diamond, not a ring." Rhaegar then kept the diamond. And in which, after Cellbit hearing this, he ran to go find a ring immediately. And then he gave Rhaegar a donut, asked him to marry him, and the rest is history. They were engaged. Everyone was celebrating. There was a lot of fun. I think Rhaegar was sharing an inside joke. Vino pan to vino. If you know the rest of the phrase, you know the rest of the phrase. I can't think of the last bit. Next up, Quackity breaks the rules. Quackity legit said at, I think this was like midnight, 1 a.m., he really just said, let's fuck shit up. He killed a worker. He got netherite scraps, a banned item as of now in the QSMP. used it to blackmail the Federation, and left before they could kick him. He's a menace to society. So he basically waited till almost every admin was asleep. There was only one admin online. But every other admin was asleep. And I think the title of the stream was, all the admins are asleep, let's break some rules. And he broke a couple rules. And he killed one of the workers and got netherite off of him. Or netherite off of them, that poor worker. We gotta stand for the Cucurucho workers' rights, because, yeah. But he used it to blackmail the Federation, and left before they could kick him. So he made a deal with Cucurucho about the netherite in order to get Talene back, because he is still not over the death of his child. Even though he's tried to steal 2 other children. Alright, Cucurucho shows up in front of Jaden. So Jaden began to show Royer around her new home, which was built in a field where Bobby and Royer and Jaden did a dungeon together, and dubbed it her happy place. She claims she's never sad there, and implying she's reliving the memory. So during this whole entire time, Royer is saying, holy shit, Jaden, what the fuck, it's beautiful. There's a room dedicated to Bobby art. There's a whole tree house that Jaden built, based on a tree house that Bobby and Royer built. She has a lot of items that Bobby loved. Everything. So Cucurucho then appeared on a chair wanting to talk to Jaden. Royer spied because he didn't want someone else he cares for to be taken away by the Federation. So Royer really cares for Jaden, and he was spying on her on the top of her roof. So throughout the day, she had they went to a boat race. He got in the boat. He did not say anything. He just got in the boat. When Cucurucho drove them away, because they had a 2-person boat, when Cucurucho went the wrong way and drove her to the middle of the desert, he was following straight behind. He wanted to know everything. He was hiding in a corner. He was there the entire time, wanting to check in on, make sure what's going on with Jaden, and making sure that Cucurucho doesn't take advantage of her. Now, this talk with Jaden, Cucurucho was asking what would make Jaden happy. And she said, as much as I want Bobby back to life, I know that's not possible, so I want to protect all the eggs. She wanted to protect every egg that is still alive from being murdered or getting killed because of one little simple fact about her. She just lost Bobby. She wanted no other parent to have to go through the same pain that she just went through. And so Cucurucho gave her some tasks. Also, by the way, a lot of people were saying that Jaden and Royer have a child again, and it's Cucurucho, the new egg. Or Jeg, which will come up later. Jaden's missions. Jaden was tasked by Cucurucho to get materials and training from different people, so she got food from Filza, PvP skills from Royer, wood, water, lava, stone, etc. from Bagheera, new armor and better weapons from Bad, and an adventure partner for the future. Code Entity's attacks while Jaden is completing Bagheera's part. Fortunately, it didn't count. The reason it didn't count was, if you saw in the footage, Filza got downed immediately, and it was by a forbidden sword, and okay. So he got down immediately by a forbidden sword, and Palm had maybe 6 totems of undying, and all her totems were used up and got downed in one shot. Richarlison was just standing there, which we later found out Richarlison was in the bathroom when this whole thing happened, and came back to find out Palm and Filza got down by the code entity. This is just like Bobby going to Costco and missing the whole graduation they had because he had Costco pizza. We didn't know Bobby had a Costco membership, but you know what? If the egg wants pizza, the egg gets pizza. Royer, Royer's grandfather. Man showed up to fuck shit up and annoyed the shit out of Cellbit. Mainly falling asleep being a huge menace. He's adored by Quackity because he kept making jokes, and Quackity was cracking up and dying of laughter, and the man died to Cellbit. Cellbit stabbed him maybe like 16 times. It keeps going up. It was 7. Then it went to 16. We don't know. Divorce arc, not clickbait. Cellbit gets in an argument about Rare about Hatsune Miku and not wanting to talking to Rare straight up. Then not about talking to Rare straight up when he needs therapy. Cellbit wanted to talk to Melissa, not him. Little fun fact about the Hatsune Miku. They were talking about Wilbur being Hatsune Miku. Because Quackity was like, I'm gonna marry Wilbur in the Costco. And he's like, yeah, no, Wilbur doesn't exist. And he's like, and Rare, being Rare he's like, Hatsune Miku is real. Just ask Jaden. We stand their friendship, by the way. And if you don't know, Melissa is Rare's drag persona. Quackity became the therapist, Dr. Simi. He found out about what Cellbit did. Some very key things that Dr. Simi did was he flossed. And then asked him if he had sex. I don't even ask me what? Why? I don't know. So Quackity told him, Cellbit, to lie. Rare had been listening in the entire time. So Cellbit doesn't lie. And he tells Rare straight up, and Rare, in disbelief, he's sad, he's upset, he's angry, kind of hates him, and refuses to see Cellbit and calls off the wedding. They have a conversation with Dr. Simi right there, and trying to get them to mend their relationship. The reason why Quackity was doing this is because he wanted to be the first wedding on the server, and not have it be Rare and Cellbit. I don't know why. But when asked to say they hate each other, Rare immediately says it. Cellbit says, I can't say. And then hears him say that. He's like, oh shit, he fucked up. There was also a moment where he's like, I love you, Gatino, or Guapito. Like Gatino. Or I love you. And then Rare immediately teleported, did not hear it. And then Richarlison kept following Rare, trying to get Rare to mend his relationship with Cellbit. And Rare, he was like, Rare and Cellbit had to say goodbye, and Cellbit said, goodbye, Guapito, or adios, Guapito, and Rare said, adios, Cellbit, in which Cellbit slammed his fist down on a table. And Rare started laughing, breaking character about him about him hitting the table during that moment. That was the best moment. Festa Shunita, they had a whole celebration for this, and I love that we're bringing in cultures. I never knew about this before, so this is really cool. I looked it up. Brazilian holiday used to mark the intercession of the Holy Spirit, answering the prayers of the Portugals, Queen Elizabeth, Saint Isabel. Players played a bunch of games such as axe throwing, fishing, bull riding, and more. Forever and Maximus got married in the Church of St. Phelps. Quackity tried to marry Cellbit to make Rare jealous. Rare was upset and said, yes, he did. He does care for Cellbit. And Cellbit revealed it was all a ruse to get Rare jealous. He was pissed off. Quackity also married a picture of Wilbur while this was going down afterwards. Rare and Jaden had a conversation where both gave advice and told they trusted one another with the sunrise behind them. Jaden said she didn't like how Cellbit was treating him and that it was very manipulative, and Rare even admitted he hated how manipulated he was acting towards him. Trying to think what else. Apologies, I am dying right now. And Jaden opened up about what was going on with her and saying that people didn't trust her. Rayer was pissed off that people weren't trusting her and saying they don't know shit, basically. Notes were written to each other as elegant mail and were given out anonymously. Some of the key ones were Jaden threatening Cellbits. threatening Cellbit for if he hurts Rayer anymore. Which, pop off, queen. Jaden getting mail about Bobby's death saying that she was a great parent. Also mail saying that Jaden was not trustworthy. Yeah, it was fun. Festa Shanita continued. Cellbit drank a lot and was a drama queen because of Quackity's plan failing. He also faked his own death, which Rayer said was manipulative. Bad took pictures and was recording his telenovela, aka The Lives of Cellbit and Rayer. Philza was also watching this as a cameraman when Jaden was confronting Bad. Rayer and Cellbit ended up having a talk and reconciled and have a date. Leah was the waitress at the taqueria, and they had a date and got re-engaged with the wedding being on the same date on the original date. And the way that Cellbit then proposed was showing Rayer a picture of, in a secret room, he had a picture of his family, him, Cellbit, Bobby, and Richarlison, and said, and basically, even though Bobby wasn't there, he was always going to be a part of their lives. That's what Cellbit said. And Cellbit pulled out a donut again and asked Rayer to marry him. And then Rayer punched around a little bit. He's like, accept. He accepted. So, for the original date, it's going to be on the same day. Fit is something important. Now, a little thing about this, each QSMP member, there's no protagonist. Each QSMP member has a story to tell. And it's interesting. But man tried to get in contact with people outside of the island. He said everyone is on the island for a reason. He's an anarchist. He said he got distracted by making sure Ramon, his son, is okay. So basically, the transmission did not get through. I did watch the stream because I was very curious. He even said the viewers would not trust him after this. But he's in cahoots with someone outside of the island and was trying to get in contact with them. But because of the satellite being broken or the Federation intercepting the signal, it did not go through. However, he said he got distracted by his mission because he is worried about his son Ramon, saying he cares about Ramon and recently has shown Ramon what was going on, and Ramon was like, okay. Jaden gets another mission. Kugurocha tasked Jaden with doing a specific dungeon. Those who participated were Bad, Forever, Jaden, Bagheera, Atolas, and Dapper. If I'm missing a member, please let me know. I don't think I am. But this is where the term Jag came from, because they were treating Jaden like an egg. It was kind of funny. Jaden is suspicious, question mark. Forever and Max spied on Jaden after the dungeon. They broke into her home. They made me mad. Basically, they were very cautious of what was going on with Jaden. I didn't know what skin Forever was wearing that day, so I just put the Festa Janita skin on him. But basically, they were Forever spying on her, and then they went into her home and took pictures of it, calling her obsessed with all the Bobby art that was in her room. Kind of made me mad because that's her safe space, but you know what? That's me being mad at the characters, not the people, the content creators. The capybaras! I don't have a picture of them. That's it. They allowed capybaras such as Mr. Mustard Polizzo and Sue Madruga. They got invited to the wedding. They're insane. They also blew up people. The wedding! The best time of the year. I was watching this at work, and I was so excited. I am sorry for the coughing. This is a lot. The Guapo do a wedding! Slime tried to eject during the wedding. He was immediately killed by any objection. Any other objections were threatened by Richarlison, Vegeta, and Forever. And I forgot Atoles. Atoles was the one who was, basically like, get down, Mr. Presidents. Royer and Cellbit marry, sing a song, and exchange rings. Royer's been in a coma since the wedding. Also, the venue blew up. No one got hurt. Quackity was blowing up the venue. There was also a murder mystery that Mike and Pac had made. It turned out to be false. It was just a little murder mystery. Yeah, this happened after the wedding. Quackity goes missing, and El Quackity is here. I don't have a picture of El Quackity. I have a picture of Jane in her wedding gear, because 10 out of 10, she wears a suit. During the wedding, Quackity was approached by Cucurucho and lured away. Jaden followed suit, watching Quackity get taken. She almost foiled Cucurucho's plans. She told Bad and Phil what happened as word began to spread. Now, Jaden didn't originally want to tell anyone. She even called out for Cucurucho. Did not have any luck. So she told them. Now everyone's asked her for what she saw because she was a witness. Elections! Election to be president to work alongside Cucurucho. Foolish, Mike, Cellbit, Forever, Gag, Bahara. I forgot Phelps. Oh god. Foolish, Phelps, Mike, Cellbit, Forever, Gag, Bagheera, Bad, and El Quackity. I hope that's all. There's a lot of candidates if you can't tell. The first debate was a mess because everyone was talking over one another. But Wilbur is supposed to return afterwards. Isn't that great? Almost a mass murder. Actually, he didn't return. Instead, Quackity tried to kill all the eggs. However, due to Ramon's quick thinking and snooping, all the eggs were teleported right before or right as the TNT went off. In the initial explosion, Jaden was the only one killed. On her way back to get her stuff, Gag and Cellbit, or Slime and Cellbit, were killed by landmines placed by the capybaras. Jaden then gave a theory and joined the Ordo Theorist. If you know, that is the theorist group that makes all these theories. And she joined it after saying that to Cellbit that the capybaras might be the new code entities because they can actually fit in more than the code binary. Hide and seek! Just a cool hide and seek hosted by Pac and Mike. Cucurucho was also there. That's about it. Oh yeah, Cellbit's a beast in this game. Yeah, he's a beast. There's some funny clips around there about, I think it was APR had done the Cucurucho soundboard, and he thought it was Dapper, and was questioning Dapper, and then a fart noise came on. Oh yeah, he also pulled out a chainsaw and about killed Cheyenne almost died because of Cellbit by accident, in which all the eggs were about to kill Cellbit. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please do note this did hurt my throat, so please consider giving a like, and I'm so sorry for coughing so much during this. Please do not send me any hate on this. This is just a little catch-up game. I did a lot of work trying to get all this information, so have a nice day.